We are coming to you live from Shawnee Lanes inside Julio's Pizzeria. Welcome to our first Porter's Cavalier Roundtable show. I'm Dan Ramey, and we have with us Coach TJ Carper of the Chillicothe, the 1-0 Chillicothe Cavaliers. How about those Cavs, huh?
Let's go Cavs.
All right. 34-0 for those who might have missed it Friday night. Chillicothe silencing Circleville. Did a great job. I want to throw some numbers out here. Now, these are radio stats. They might be a little different than what you have as the official stats. You can correct me along the way. 34-0. Cavaliers win. They like that. They outgained Circleville 350 to 185 offensively. The defense records a shutout. There we go. Circleville's deepest threat was by penalty. It was called back. He had a blocked field goal in there.
It was amazing.
Carte Ligon.
Carte.
Got a hand in on it.
Yes,
How about that? Interception number 1 from Carter Williams. Let's hear for Carter. And I'm having difficulty from, we're 75 yards away in the press box.
Yeah.
Determining between 0 and 1, and I gave Carter a second interception. Then I realized, wait a second, that's Carte running down there for 73 yards and a pick 6. He had a reservation for 6.
Yes, sir.
All right.
It was a great night for sure. It was fun.
That's just to get us started tonight. But everything doesn't go according to plan. Most of it did, but I'm sure one thing you want to clean up is the yellow hankies that found their way out on the field.
Most definitely, man. First it was a great effort by our kids, and not trying to take anything away from the game or anything like that. But I felt like penalties kind of diminished what it would have been or what it could have gotten to. So that's the number one priority going into this week is just to clean up some of that, and some of it was just our kids just being overly excited to play and. Some social media jargon that was going on back and forth about being disrespected and things like that. And, I can't, I can fault my guys, but I can't fault my guys for playing hard and playing to the whistle and wanting to finish, and that's what we preach is finishing. And that's what they were trying to do for the most part. And but some of the extracurricular after the play, we got to clean that up and just, and just be in the moment, live in the moment and understand that in order to beat where we want to be, we can't have costly penalties like that, especially going into this week. So
those are self-inflicted wounds that can fester.
Yeah,
and so you got to take care of them now, and the earlier the better.
Right. Yeah, the earlier the better, man. The earlier you can get it under wraps, the better we're going to be at it. And just going forward, I'm not going to say that I want to have a clean game with 0 penalties because that's not possible, especially if you're a very physical team. You're going to have penalties, and I don't want my kids to throttle back. I don't want them to throttle down. I want them to always have a chip on their shoulder because we have something to prove. But we do have to clean it up, and we have to find ways to be aggressive within the whistle and get the job done at the same time. So.
Because when you come out of the locker room and you're amped up and you've been chomping at the bit, you're tired of facing each other in practice, and now you're going toe-to-toe for real against an opposition.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got that chip on your shoulder. We haven't played Circleville since 1987.
Yeah.
And the winning streak continues because we won that in 87 and won it this time around as well. And I can say it slips out. I was the voice of the Cavaliers for 35 seasons, and it's difficult to do. But it was a really nice job. Circleville's going to turn out pretty well, I think, by the end of the year.
I do too, man. Especially you have a legendary coach, Coach Sherritt, man. He's a great guy, great person. And the things that he was able to do with those guys last season was amazing. I mean, I think I read they hadn't had a winning season in 10 years at Circleville.
Since 2015.
Yeah, man. And he comes in and wins 8 games, in the second round of the playoffs. Yeah. So that's a big turnaround, for a team that hadn't won, but to win and win a playoff game at that. And I think they lost to the region finalists or champion or Indian Valley. So, if they would have had a better draw, they may have won that second game as well too. So, but the things that he's done with that program, man, is very eye-opening and inspiring. So.
And we've been there. They had sophomore quarterback, sophomore wideouts everywhere. Mm-hmm. So they're going to get together and they'll be dangerous.
Yeah, they will.
They
will be for sure.
But right now, blue and white pumping their chests.
Oh yeah,
they're feeling pretty good about
yes,
how
sir.
things went. Now you've got to prepare for another ball club that'll be coming here that they only won like the D5 state championship last year.
Yeah, we got Wheelersburg coming in, man, and just trying to prepare and get our kids mentally ready. I told them today that it's not all physical. Football is a lot mental and understanding what to do and knowing what to expect. And I think just teaching these guys or telling these guys we don't always have to be so like this all the time in practice. Sometimes we have to slow it down. We have to talk through things and get our kids mentally prepared to play, and that's what we're going to do this week. I mean, we're still going to get after it, but I think the mental part is going to be really, really big this week, and just assignment-wise, knowing what to do, not having a lot of mental mistakes, and really just what to expect in a game like this. If anybody was watching that game last week and seeing how big it was, how big the crowd was, I think it'll be 2 times that this week. And that's, for a high school kid, that can kind of be daunting. Yeah. I just don't want the game to be too big for them, and I want them to be ready for this moment.
We will talk more in depth about Wheelersburg later in the program. We want to talk with some of the kids here in just a bit as well. But you've had a chance to digest over the weekend, you and your coaching staff. Where did everyone grade?
Well, I grade pretty hard.
I'm not allowed to ask that.
No, no, that's a great question, man. I'm hard on our guys. I'm hard on our guys, and you can be harder on your guys after a win than you can after a loss. I'm looking at it as where can we be? We're not where we want to be right now, but we can definitely take steps to get there. And if I had to give a grade A out of an F, I would give that effort a C minus. Just because of penalties and things like that. I thought execution was pretty good on both sides. Not too many mental mistakes, but we did have some, and that's expected for 14 to 18-year-old kids to mess up. But I give it a C minus, man. But the effort, I would grade that an A. Execution, I would probably grade that a B minus. And then penalties and things like that would definitely give you an F. So the A kind of balances it off with effort. So, I think we end up somewhere with a C minus. That's just my grading philosophy, I guess.
Well, so that the guys don't feel too bad, Pat Highland and I had a fantastic job reuniting. We hadn't done a game together in 10 years. And after doing 20 seasons almost together, we also graded out at about a C minus. So, but we had the curve.
Right.
We're okay with that. This show that we're doing tonight is something we started back in the late 1990s and continued into the early 2000s. And a bunch of the guys that are here tonight are the sons of players then. So we're talking about, cool. We see Trace McAllister out here. His dad, Chad, was part of that bunch that we were following back in the late 90s and into the early 2000s. Carl Harris, of course, Tay's dad. He was in the 1980s.
Yeah.
We've got Josh Smith's kid out here now. You got Jet Jones out here, which is, again, Coach Brian Jones. See, I'm an older guy now. Got to remember these names. But with Cale Smith out there, that adds a greater dimension because these guys are bred blue and white, and they know because they've heard from Dad talk about it. Yeah,
man. And the cool thing about that is, you look out, and all of those guys are staples in like our program as well. From just whether it's supporting, whether it's coaching. You have Coach Jones, Coach Smith. And it's just great for those guys to want to give back to the community that they've came up from, and I'm real big on that. I don't know if everybody could figure that out or not about me, but I'm big on community. I'm big on giving back. I'm big on finding guys in the community that want to help with this team, because it takes a village, man. It takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village to coach these kids, and we need everybody, every good person that's on board to do that. And that's one thing I've always said I want to do, is just find good people that's been a part of it, that knows the ins and outs of the program, and get them to come back and help. So.
All right, very cool. All right, as we wrap up this segment, can you guys in the back hear us okay? We've got one speaker. We've been, I know the ones up front can hear it coming through to you really well. You're sounding all right, but we want to make sure everybody back there can hear it. So if we need to boost it up a little bit, just let us know. Coming up in a moment, we're going to talk to some of the players of the game. So stick close for that as we continue with the first ever Porter's Cavalier Roundtable show from Shawnee Lanes. Back with more in just a moment.
It's the details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
We are back. All right, very good. Can you hear us in the back now? Is that a little better? Good, good, good. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to go through and we're going to talk to some of the guys here. And guys, if you get quiet, we'll probably have feedback. So don't get quiet, all right? We've got Trace McAllister with us first, and we got some of the team captains here. We're going to talk with them. And Trace, talk about what it was like for you last year. You got to handle the football a couple of times. You found your way into the end zone. You didn't make the end zone this time around, but, man, you were putting some blocks out there for somebody who did.
Yeah. So I'm playing tight end again, same as I did last year, but I'm a fully almost different spot in defense. I'm a linebacker, and I was just on the line mainly all last year. So it's just been fun. I like blocking.
And the thing about being on defense is you get to actually hit people. You like hitting people better than blocking for people?
I think I actually might hit people more as a tight end than I do on defense.
We like hearing that, and Carte probably likes that too.
Yeah.
What is going to be the secret for your success this year that you've seen out of the guys? You got last year under your belt. Now you want to prove something this year.
Secret to the success, like what I do differently?
Yeah. What do you expect out of your teammates?
I mean, it's just all different, a lot more effort this year. Everybody's fearless.
I like the fearless idea. Very cool. Now, to your immediate left, we have with us Carter Williams. You had an interception, did you not?
Yes, sir.
How did it feel to get your hands on that? Because you had a great read on it coming out of the end zone.
It felt great. First pick of the year. Coach Myers said before the game that we needed one, and I got it for him.
And did you take it back and say, here?
No, I kind of dropped the ball and then ran to go celebrate with the student section.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. What was it like to come away as a defender pitching a shutout?
It felt great. Circleville, they really had a run-heavy offense, and as a DB, like, you don't really like that. You like it when teams throw the ball, so it just felt great to shut them out completely.
Now you're getting ready for another opponent coming up this week. What do you need to do to tighten up what Coach is talking about, making sure you have a better grade than a C-?
Just keeping our mouths shut and just reading our keys. I feel like some of our problems on Friday where we had our eyes in backfield too much, and if we clean all that up, we'll really get the job done.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. And Let me slide over. Am I getting out of the camera shot here? Radio days, we didn't have to worry about being on the camera. All right, we have Kayvon Pleasant with us now. And Kayvon, what was your answer to all those tests and wondering about scrimmages? And you came out and played for real Friday night.
Man, I feel like we did good and everything, man. We just got better. Scrimmages were fun. Everything was fun. I feel like we were just prepared to go into Friday.
How amped up were you when you came out on the field? You had all the atmosphere going on around you. Was it kind of tough to contain yourself?
It was tough. That's the hypest we've been in since I was a freshman. We was hype.
Yeah. What was missing was a touchdown pass your way, huh?
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry, Tay. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't want to focus on any negativity here, but there's more down the line, aren't there?
Yes, sir. We're going to go get it.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you. All right, our first three. We've got three more. Come on over. Slide in here. And guys, I'm an older guy now, so if I forget your names, it's my fault. I apologize. Big Rut with us here. I remember your daddy playing football here at CHS. Yeah, Cody was quite the earth mover as well, but
he's around here somewhere.
Oh, is he? Is he hiding in the wings over here? You might be hiding in the actual Shawnee Lane's wings from Julio's Pizzeria, right? You've grown so much from being that little kid we saw running around before.
Yes, sir.
What's it like to be somebody your size and get out there and push around on somebody?
It's just a blessing to be this size, Not a lot of people get this opportunity to be like this, but it's really a blessing.
You get noticed a little bit too, don't you?
Yes, sir. For sure, all the time, my whole life.
One thing you don't want to be noticed for, though, is a pink hanky, being thrown out there, and that's one of the things we don't like to see. We rather see more pancakes out of the O-line, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you prefer being on the O-line or defensive line?
Oh, O-line for sure. O-line.
Talk about the scheme that you have to do to face somebody like Circleville. What did you do to prepare for this contest Friday night?
Just sticking to our keys, just staying on our lines of who to block and knowing what they're going to do, watching a lot of film, just making a good game plan for them.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Big Rut there. I'll slide over here. We're going to save the quarterback for last year. Now we got Zeb Martin. And Zeb, you were kind of geeked up a little bit. I saw you jumping around like a Mexican jumping bean coming out on the field Friday night.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to get back on the field.
He was like that when he came in and saw the pizza on the pizza bar over here, too. You get excited about pizza, right?
Yeah, especially after football practice.
What did it take for you guys to come away victorious? I know you found yourselves getting the first touchdown, then managed to 14-0, but you never know about Circleville. They can come back in at any moment.
Being confident with our practice. I think everything begins at practice. So the drills, the repetitions that we do, I think we got fluent with that, and that led to our victory over Circleville because, obviously the penalties hurt us, but then we were able to come back and stick to our muscle memory, and we won.
As a senior, here you are, you find the underclassmen having to get out there and perform as well. How do you feel the underclassmen did?
They did great. I know there was a fumble. They recovered it. That was awesome. The experience you get as a younger player on a varsity field is amazing, and it's very needed.
All right, very good. Tay Harris with us as well. Tay, you had one of the most exciting plays on the night was a pass to a freshman. Talk about that pass, and did you feel you overthrew it? Because when we saw it, it looked like he was never going to make, but then that long hand stretches out there.
No, I just put the trust in him. I've earned his trust, or he's earned my trust through practice, and I just trusted him enough to put the ball up in the air and put it up there for him to catch it.
He got underneath of it. Fantastic play. Marche McKinley, by the way, with that big catch. Talk about what it's like for you, because last year you stepped in, you were playing as the backup. Now it's all on your shoulders, and then here the second series you come out and that ankle kind of gets tweaked a little bit. What's going through your mind at that point?
I was just playing with a chip on my shoulder, The injury brought me down. I couldn't run the ball as hard, couldn't get the quickness out of my legs and stuff. So I just had to put the ball in Carte's hands and trust him with that.
Next man up, so to speak, and here comes Owen Wood and hands it off, and it's a touchdown, but it's brought back, and you come right back in and lead the team.
Yeah, I was hoping for a pass play after that, because I couldn't run the ball. So, but then we had to hand the ball off to Carte again, and he scored again. So,
talk about this team and how it's come together as a family, preparing for this week, because so often we see teams have difficulty finding cohesiveness, but you guys seem to have done that.
We're everywhere together at all times, so that's really a big part of it. And Carper pushes us to be with each other at all times. Like right now, he pushed us to be here. He forced us to be here. Look at him.
We don't want you to say anything that's going to get you in trouble in practice here.
Yeah, we don't want to get in no trouble here. We don't want to roll the field no more. Rolling's not fun.
We don't want to see anybody running sprints around Shawnee Lanes at all tonight. Guys, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's hear it for these three. Do we have three more? Come on over. All right, two more. So I can sit down with you. Here, slide over. No, I'll sit in the middle. All right. Okay. We've got Aiden Scales to my immediate right and Carte Ligon to my immediate left. What is it like to be on the field with this guy? Because we've seen nothing but fantastic plays and explosiveness.
Right. It's great, we do our job up front as a whole, and then Carte he does what he does and he makes plays.
So make it easier to block for somebody when you're going to be watching the back of them running away from you?
It for sure does. You block the first level, and then once he gets to the second level, he's gone. He makes a cut, he's gone.
Talk about what it's like to have come together, like we asked with Tay Harris just a moment ago, because you never know. You go through a coaching change and all that kind of stuff. You had your first year with Coach Carper last year. You feel more confident heading into this year?
Yeah, for sure. We lost a lot of big pieces to the whole team last year, coming into this year, but we got some new ones. Some kids came back and joined the team, and we knew that we were really confident coming into this year.
One of the offensive linemen. Let's hear it for the O-line. Yeah. Mark, I tell you, Carte Ligon, he was our McDonald's player of the game. I gave you some coupons. Did you share those with the offensive line?
No, I gave them to my mom. She's still holding on to them.
Mom gets priority. But I tell you what, I've got you taken care of. I've got more in my pocket here once I find them. There you go. You can spread those around with the guys.
Thank you.
All right. And you saw this happen, didn't you? Okay. Carte, what a game. I know we talked after the contest Friday night. How do you do what you do, man?
Definitely just starts with the guys up front, just trusting them and running behind them. And then after that, just making a play, taking it to the house.
I told Carter Williams a while ago that I had him down for 2 interceptions, and then I saw, am I wrong? Does this kind of look like a 1 if you were 75 yards away from it? And turned out to be Carte. I got the license number plate right about midway. Talk about what it's like to see open field and what goes through your mind and what's rushing through your heart.
It was definitely beautiful. Was playing coverage. Defense, I just dropped back, and as soon as I turned, the ball was right there. Picked it off and just was going, and it was beautiful.
Now, there's another Ligon on the team, and he was the JV player of the game. Talk about your little brother.
He's just getting better, practicing, just getting more reps, and, just grinding on JV.
Very cool. What are you going to have to do to pick up a win this weekend?
Definitely just taking practice serious and just taking it day by day. And just focusing on Wheelersburg this week, All
right, good luck to you. Let's get those Pirates. What do you say? Yeah. All right, very good. We'll take another break, and coming up in a moment, we're going to introduce you to the assistant coach of the week, the offensive coordinator, standing by here on Litter Media.
A career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, oh, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more.
Contact Litter Quality Propane today about their metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
We are back inside Shawnee Lanes. Of course, it is the Porters, said offensive coordinator. This is the defensive coordinator we want to talk with, Garth Fry. First year of the program or second year?
Second year.
Second year. So your first game out, you pitch. You never know what Coach Jay Sherritt's going to pull out of his book. And there was a moment or two we kind of got caught off guard there in the early part of the contest, but thankfully you go back into the work routes and everything, preparing for the summer, and then you get them on the field in the summertime. The dedication's been there, no doubt. We saw that. You want to grade them out as high as you can every week.
Yeah, well, we got athletes everywhere, so that's kind of been a little different for me. Other places I've coached, I haven't quite had the athletic ability that we've had here, and it's just fun to see what these guys do.
So where have you been?
I've coached at Vinton County and Southeastern.
All right. So you've had that opportunity to wear blue and white before. You know what it's like to be a Viking, but now how do you feel being a Cavalier?
Absolutely love it. My 7-year-old's running around in Cavalier stuff right now, even though he does go to school at Vinton County, so...
That's fine. That's fine. It's never hurt anybody. This week we've got Wheelersburg. They're going to present a problem. They've got weapons like we've got weapons, and they're everywhere, and they're proven coming in here with a state championship in the Division 5 level.
Well, we're up for the challenge, I think. Our kids want it, and we're going to go get it.
What do you have to do? I mean, you got to slow them down somehow, right?
We got some tricks. Can't let that out. Maybe next week we can tell you.
Maybe in the post game. We'll talk about that. Coach, anything that we've missed you wanted to tell people? This is your opportunity. I mean, the world is waiting to hear.
I want everybody to come out and watch these kids. They deserve it. I'm an O-line, D-line guy from heart, so I love all my linemen. They've done a big part for us, and I hope for continued success.
And we can't keep them away from that pizza, can we?
No, you can't.
All right. Coach, congratulations on a win. Right, good to see you. All right. Coming up here shortly, we will talk with Coach Carper again, and we'll find out. I think we might have another player or two to talk to. I'm not sure just yet. We'll find out and share that with you when we return from the Porters Cavalier Roundtable Show, coming to you from Shawnee Lanes on Litter Media.
It's time to get serious about your lawn. It's time to step up to the best mower brand money can buy. For nearly 4 decades, Skag has been the easy settle for anything less than simply the best when it comes to mowing your lawn. There's sure to be a Skag model that's perfect for your yard, big or small.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Back again for the Cavalier Roundtable. We want to take a moment to talk about the people that have made this possible. And we mentioned to you earlier that it's something that we have done before, but we've never done it with video before. come on over here. We have Dakota Tackett with us. He is one of the new owners of Shawnee Lanes and making your doors open to us.
And then last year the old owner group
and so you've got a full plate no matter when you're coming in here, right?
Yeah, that is true. So I taught this morning up early and then closing here tonight, and I do that every day of the week. I recognize several of the kids out there I've had at Pickaway Ross before. So.
And they all passed your class, and here they are.
I don't know if I'd say that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they all passed my class, yeah.
As a business owner, it's important to please the crowd, so to speak. And here at Julio's, you've done that by bringing out the pizza tonight. And, of course, there's many other things you do, birthday parties. You got the special VIP lounge and all, too.
Yeah, I think that we're all really impressed by the turnout. We're really happy how this all worked out. We look forward to continuing to do that in the future. But, yeah, and like you said, we do birthday parties. We have a VIP room as well. Monday night's one of our busier nights because we have all 40 lanes going for league. So we're glad that everybody gets to see all the Chillicothe jerseys coming in down the concourse, and I'm glad to support the program. We also put the pool tab machine in too in the bar, and the profits go to Chillicothe Sports for that. So there's a pool tab machine over by the lottery machine, and all that money goes towards the Chillicothe program. We partnered with them for that. So.
Helping out the Cavaliers top to bottom. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thanks for having me on.
Let's hear from Dakota Tackett, our host for tonight. We also want to give a shout out to Porter's Car Bar. Sean and Stacy. Sean played for the Chillicothe Cavaliers back in the 1990s, and he said, you know what, I want to try and do what we can to help. Let's bring this back. So feel free to go through Porter's Car Bar. You'll find that on High Street here in Chillicothe. Also, McGinnis Chiropractic. We appreciate them helping out too. And Musser's Helping Hands. Of course, you might all know Josh Smith. He's out there as well, and he's involved with that too. So, and Julio's Pizzeria. What do you think of that pizza tonight, huh? Yeah, good stuff. Where else can you find a meal like this for $5? And your soda pop as well. All right, coming up in a moment, back with more from the Porter's Cavalier Roundtable Show here inside Shawnee Lanes on Litter Media.
A career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. Litter Quality Propane.
All right, welcome back, and thank you to the crowd who's been here tonight. We appreciate. We hope you're with us all season long because we're going to do this on Monday nights at 7 o'clock here at Shawnee Lanes. Coach T.J. Carper has joined us again. You've got some younger guys with us here who we want to talk with, and tell us who we have first of all.
So most definitely, man, we have Isaiah Bowling. He was our defensive player of the game this week. We have Kobe Swanison. he was our special team player of the week, and then Carlin Ligon, he was our JV player of the week. So a bunch of great guys, man, and a bunch of goofy guys too. You know, Kobe just. Kobe,
I wish I had their hair. That's what I'd like to have, you know. That and the ability to run like you guys do again. Isaiah, let's start with you. You've shed a lot of pounds, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
But you've turned some of that into muscle, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so what has it taken to get where you are today?
My teammates, they helped me out a lot in practice, and they helped me get to where I need to be. In the game, they helped me a lot, and I'm proud of them for helping me and pushing me to do good.
Now, some of these guys I last saw as little Cavs. Were you one of those?
Yeah.
We had you on the Ron Hinton coaches show when you were, what, third, fourth grade, something like that.
Yeah.
And now here you are all these years later. He can shave now. All right, who's next here? Help me remember your name.
Kobe Swanison.
Kobe Swanison. And it's Swanison, not Swanasing, right?
Yes.
Okay. I called you Swanasing the whole way through. Is that all right? Okay. We like that. Talk about what it was like taking on the Circleville Tigers this past Friday night.
So repeat that. Repeat that.
Talk about what it was like to take on those Tigers Friday night.
It was really fun. I like hitting them. It was just fun.
Coach, talk about these guys a little bit. Man, you know, these guys they're great. They're great to have. You know, they keep it light at practice a lot of times and just keep us going, man. But they're also hard workers. You know, when it comes time to get down to business, they're going to get down to business. And you know, it's just fun to watch them go out because some of them, like Kobe, he's just a sophomore. Carlin's a sophomore, and they're just trying to earn their stripes. And it's just fun to watch them go out and compete. And inside of our coach's office, we talk about our scout team and some of our JV players. And some of our JV guys, like, they could be varsity players on other teams. And that kind of preparation to be able to go day in and day out to prepare against good quality scout is needed to be great. You know, the elite programs, they do that. And, you know, we're on our way, man. But we still have to do the right things. And you look at Isaiah here, he's a senior this year, and he has changed his body a lot this year. And, you know, we asked him to come in and work hard and keep your head down and grind and just be a part of the family. And that's what he did, man. And he's reaping the benefits from it. I think he had like 6 tackles from D-line. And as a D-lineman, 6 tackles, that's a lot. You know, so he played lights out. And the funny thing, there's a clip on our huddle video, and it's the first kickoff of the game. And everybody's kind of just, they have their hands in the air, whatever, the helmet's in the air. And Isaiah, he's down there just like going crazy, you know, like dancing around, going crazy, just having a good time. And, you know, and that's what it's about, man. And I looked at that and I cracked up just, you know, I just thought it's just fun. The energy that all these guys bring, man, is amazing.
Kobe, you're not the only Swanasing on the team. You've had an opportunity to talk about the game, no doubt, with family. What's it like to have somebody on the field with you that you could talk about this game after you get home?
It's real fun. I'm always going to remember it my whole life. It's honestly one of the best feelings in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring that down now for Carlin here. Carlin, you were one of the scout team players, but also JV team players as well.
Yes, sir.
And having that name Ligon follow you along, do you have some things to live up to?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? What's it like to be in the house with Carte and have him as a big brother?
It's a really good feeling. He's just a huge role model to me to get better and just perform my hardest I can. And he's just a really good person to compete with, you know. And so.
Is he easy to catch?
Yeah.
You've got the kryptonite on your side, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a moment to talk about what it was like to be the JV Player of the Week. Talk about how things went Saturday in the JV game.
I just feel like the first drive of defense, we just lights out. And like, we had this impressive goal line stop. We picked up the quarterback, and they couldn't score. They just couldn't score on our defense. Our offense was just it was a little shaky on offense, but our defense was lights out the whole time.
Very nice. Well, good luck to you preparing for Wheelersburg this week. Before we wrap up, Isaiah, do you want to show us some of those moves?
Come on, Isaiah. Come on.
Yeah, stand up here and give us some of those moves so we can see what it looks like.
Coach saw it. He was on the fence after the game in the student section. I was like, he's on like video. I think Londonderry Liz got him on the video, like on the fence dancing. We got to see it, man. Let's see it.
Come on, just a little bit different.
I like to shout out my dudes, but because before the game, I had a little breakdown, and I had a couple of these guys. They helped me get my mind back together, and they helped me do good. Yep.
Very nice, very nice. I guess we're not going to see any dance moves, though, right? No? Okay. Show up Friday night. He'll do them for you getting ready for the game. Guys, thank you so much. Good luck to you. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, Coach, don't go away.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk about Wheelersburg in our next segment as we take another break here, as we continue from inside Shawnee Lanes on the Porter's Cavalier Roundtable show here on Litter Media.
Details that make the difference between good enough and simply the best. At Skag Power Equipment, the difference is in designing lawnmowers with your convenience and comfort in mind. At Skag, we believe that quality and substance matter, and that you'll appreciate the attention to detail and craftsmanship we put into every single product. Thick steel and heavy-duty components provide you with unmatched reliability and performance. Skag, simply the best.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
We have had a lot of fun tonight talking about Cavalier football and week number 1. Now it's time to get serious about business for week number 2. That is the Wheelersburg Pirates. They'll be making the long trip north. They're used to making trips north from the Ohio River, but they usually don't stop by Chillicothe for too long. They usually keep on going to the state championship game. They were there last year. They won it all. And you know as well as I do, a program that is coming off of a state championship, they're probably reloading, not rebuilding.
Yeah, man. You look at them, and I mean, they have a lot of good pieces. And their coach Woodward, he does a great job with those guys down there, man, and his staff. You know, they're a very tenured staff, so they have their stuff together, and they're going to come in. We're going to see a fast and physical team. You know, and that's what you want. You want games like this. You want to be in fire, and we're excited for the opportunity.
They broke the ice this past Friday night with a 63-0 win over Portsmouth. Now they come to Chillicothe, and of course, we see that they've got a lot of weapons, like Chillicothe has weapons as well. Let me give you some of the numbers from this past Friday night. Their first 8 offensive drives they scored on. They turned 2 of the 3 takeaways into touchdowns. They had 392 yards at halftime. Finished up with almost 600 yards offense. And you sit and you think about these things. You watch film on them, and you try and put together a scheme, and it comes down to whoever makes the fewest mistakes.
It does, man. You know, mental mistakes are huge. Like I said earlier, man, it's about the mental part of the game this week. And whoever can limit those mistakes is probably going to win a game. I mean, you look at their team, and like you said, they have dudes. We have dudes. But whoever can limit the mental mistakes and whoever can play in this game and it not be too big for them, I think will come out. I'm looking forward to a hard-fought game. And like I said, very physical, and hopefully, you know, we're on the winning side of that thing. So
that's the key. That's the
Yes,
plan,
sir.
certainly. Last week it was Cavs and Cats. This week, it's the swashbuckling Cavaliers pull out the swords and going at it with the Pirates.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're excited for this opportunity, man. And I think I don't know how many big games that these kids have played in up to date, but this will probably be the biggest game that they played in. And it's just exciting to be here. And to be here at this moment in our program is great. To be able to come out and compete against great teams and just have that opportunity to really prove a lot of people wrong. And I want them to wear that chip because everybody's counting them out.
Every 1-0 team wants to be 2-0 week
Yes, sir.
2, and we wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man, and go Cavs.
You bet. And thank you to all the folks who showed out tonight here at Shawnee Lanes inside Julio's Pizzeria. And thanks again to our sponsors to make this all possible. And thank you for watching tonight the Porters Cavalier Roundtable Show from Shawnee Lanes. Thank you also to our Aaron. Let's hear for Aaron Glandon. He's been running the camera and everything, keeping us all going straight. And good luck next week, Coach.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother.
And we will talk to you next Monday night here from Shawnee Lanes with another edition on Litter Media.